It's Rupture! I already practiced this level quite a bit, like a week ago.
That's the whole level.
I'm a bit rusty, so I gotta relearn some of this stuff. How do you do this fucking beginning again? Bro, how many attempts do I have on this? Got about 1K. This right here. Oh boy. Can you believe people were playing this on 144 hertz? Like, imagine trying to do that wave transition on 144 hertz. No wonder that nigga was losing his fucking marbles playing this level. I would have been livid trying to accurately perform that on 144 hertz.
Are you kidding me?
This UFO part sucks. I unfortunately have unboxed the trend of every single level I play has the worst fucking UFO parts, and it's the worst part of the entire level. I unfortunately don't think we're breaking that trend with this level. That UFO right there sucks balls. Alright. I might as well try and play from zero. I don't know how much time I have today. 7. 14. How do you even make a beginning to a level this awkward? 16. Funny story, it's like 4 hours later. I got biblically distracted just now. I'm just gonna do another practice run. I went on a side quest, go to the greatest restaurant in America, which is Culver's. I mean, among other things, we did other stuff other than that, but that's basically what it boiled down to. And to be honest, that's way more important than this shit I'm playing right now. I think I mentioned this earlier. I cannot believe people on 1.9 were doing this on 144 hertz. I'm basically cheating right now, and this is still like pretty hard. I'm not using CBF because honestly, the amount of complications people are putting in their levels for you to deal with just by using CBF on it, I don't even want to have to deal with all that shit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, have you played the new level that crashes your computer if it detects that you're using CBF on it? It's like, oh, dude. 19. 21. I'm stupid. Dude, Space UK literally hacked for no fucking reason. He literally just beat Acheron. Allegedly. Is the rabbit icon synonymous with this level now? Because at least for me, that's what it feels like. 30. Most predictable death of all time? You mean you died to the Erebus ship part? Bro, fuck my chud life. Why'd I have to die to the lamest part of the job? I don't even know what just happened. Was that a bug? Wow. I was honestly trying to spam into that UFO portal. I don't know what the end goal was there, but oh my god. That reminds me. At Culver's, our order number was 67 and our table number was 41. I don't know. Do it that way you will. We didn't really. We kind of just snickered at it and then, like, ate our food. I don't even know why I mentioned that. What? Bro, I thought I got over that. Oh my god, bro. Wave transition from hell! Why would you make that? Why would you put that at 53% in your Insane Demon? I think I'm starting to understand why Cold was tweaking so much playing this, bro. Literally any attempt past the first ship feels like, oh, I can beat the level right now. What was that, bro? It's funny I say any attempt past the first ship, you feel like you could beat it when there's literally an identical ship at like 90. What the fuck? Bro. Are we serious? This level's so fun, though. I could see myself after I beat this. I would go and beat it again. Alright, I'm bored. I'm gonna pick it back up tomorrow.
Oh, you want to be cuddled? Come here, sweet boy. Mommy will hold you. Let me hold your cute face. You're You're so pretty, all snuggled up in my arms. Mommy loves you so much. I would do anything for you.
It's day 2 now. Hoping I can beat it today because I have nothing but time. And I gotta talk about my job. Last week, I gotta set up a timeline of events for this. I got there at like 4. Yeah, I got there at 4. My coworker wasn't supposed to get there till 5, so my coworker gets there, and then this event that changes the playing field happens at 5:30. It's 5:30. My manager tells me, hey, you need to put a sign on the women's bathroom that says, don't go in here, because there's like black bile coming out of one of the little, whatever they're called, the little grates in the middle of the room. So I'm like, dude, that's awesome. We just don't have a women's bathroom now? That's sick. You know, put a sign on the door. Probably 20 minutes passes. I go to wash my hands in the men's bathroom. You'll never believe the exact same thing is happening in the men's bathroom. So I go tell my manager, and I'm like, hey, the front area literally has no working bathrooms right now. And she's like, okay, go put a sign on that one too, please. And I'm like, oh, pardon? Because that would leave us with one working bathroom being the one in the very back that only one person can use at a time. So I tell her that, and she says, oh, well, technically, we actually don't have any working bathrooms because it's a plumbing issue overall. And if you flush the toilet in that bathroom as well, the same thing will happen. So we technically don't have any working bathrooms. What? So I go up and tell the hostesses what my manager says, and I'm just like, so you're probably going to have to tell everyone who comes in here, if you sit down, you better stay turtlenecking that shit for the next hour that you're eating your shitty American food, because we have nothing. We have nothing. So that all happens before 6 p.m. We close at 9. You can say we close at 9, but I'm probably not going home till like at least after 10. Because I gotta close the place. That all happens at 6. I'd say like 6:30, it is packed. It was way more packed than it had been for the last 5 or 6 Saturdays leading up to that. Like, there was no reason for that shit. Our dishwashers are like, hey, we can't even run the dishwasher because any use of water, our manager is like, hey, be wary that we don't flood the place, because currently the whole issue is that there is currently a poop nuke going off in both of our bathrooms, and the plumbing is being destroyed because the building is old. The building is over 100 years old. It has just been turned into something more modern because it used to be a building. I mean, I'm not going to, like, dox, whatever, but, like, it used to be something completely different, and now it's a restaurant. And since our bathrooms are just overflowing with, the fucking diarrhea tornado, our bathrooms are close to our bar area, and oh my god. The bar area has 2 steps that lead up to the dining room area. The amount of change that you witness walking down 2 steps into the bar area is insane. It is a wall of stench. I came home later that night, and come to find out, that is illegal. You cannot operate a restaurant with no working bathrooms. And I just don't understand. We had our hostesses up at the front desk telling people, yeah, if you have to use the bathroom, you might have to go somewhere else because we're operating under nothing right now. What about that statement being the first thing you hear whenever you walk into a restaurant establishment makes you want to sit down with your entire family and order a bunch of food and sit down for 3 hours? Oh, but it's not over yet. I would say we've been just getting destroyed because it's so busy, we can't wash any dishes. Our manager eventually tells us, yeah, just run them through the dishwasher anyway, because we can't just not be running dishes. 30 minutes later, it finally goes back to slightly normal. I don't know, it's probably like 7:30. At 8 o'clock, one of the hostesses walks up to me and is like, yeah, can you help me set up a table for 14? Fucking. I know in practice you can't just not sit down a table of people even if it's an hour before closing, because that's still a whole hour. That doesn't make it any better whenever I see a table of 14 people with like 8 or 9 kids. The kids were probably ages like, I mean, one of them needed a high chair all the way up to probably my age. I never talk to anyone at my job. I just listen to music and kind of grind out my duties for the day until I eventually have to clock out, which you're not even technically allowed to do. I just have, my hair is so long it just goes over where they can see it. So I'm talking to the hostesses, well, one of them, and I know she was joking, but as a joke, she just goes, man, this day must have sucked for you, huh?
Do you think so?
I mean, dude, and the plumber, oh, I forgot to mention that. Whenever the whole escapades whenever we realize that we have 0 bathrooms, our manager's like, we have to call in a plumber. 10 minutes later, she's like, okay, we have a plumber coming. Everyone's like, oh, cool, okay. this nightmare will be over soon. He is coming from which is 30 minutes from where my job is. But anyway, while I'm talking to the hostess, the front desk is by the bar, so there's still a residual smell from Poop Tsunami. So we're just talking. I don't even like notice it. I kind of just make a mental note of it. There's like fucking like Maroon 5 playing in the bar, which wouldn't have even been like a big deal or anything. As I'm going in and helping the waitress take the plates off of this 14 tops table, I'm noticing they're like, I'm not exaggerating, they are literally playing King Von. I don't know what song it was, but I know what he sounds like. They were playing King Von to the only table in the entire restaurant and was completely black. And I asked the waitress, were they always playing this shit? She was like, I don't know. All my managers are white except for one who I love her. She's awesome. She's Mexican. My one manager who was a person of color wasn't there that day. I feel like she would have noticed, or at least I feel like she would have cracked a joke to me or something, because are we dead ass? To the one table in the entire restaurant that's black people. Because like, nigga, I walk into the bar. I walk back into the bar to like bring some glasses or something, and everybody in the bar is just like, alright, I'm just gonna try and play from zero. Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my god, I'm selling!
Leave it to me, I know how to suck some cock.
That would have been the biggest flex of all time. That was my first attempt out of practice mode. I am so salty about that. What a lame death, too. I died at the fucking duel. I gotta take a Tetris break for that. And we're back. Yeah! Hell yeah, dude. What a good level. This level fucking rules. I enjoyed every minute of my experience with this. Yeah, my worst fail was 82. I had almost 2 hours on it, 1,600 attempts. Highly recommended you play this.